You're paying off debt, but it feels like you're getting nowhere. Every month you make the minimum payments, yet the balance barely moves. You've heard of two popular strategies, the Avalanche and the Snowball. One saves you the most money, the other one keeps you motivated enough to actually finish. Which one should you use? Today I'm running both methods on the exact same debt with real numbers, so you can see exactly how much each one costs, how long each one takes, and which strategy is right for you. Let's find out which one actually gets you debt-free faster. Quick disclaimer before we dive in. This video is for educational and entertainment purposes only and is not financial advice. Always do your own research or consult a licensed financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Before we compare the methods, let's set up a real example we can run both through. Meet Alex. Alex has 4 debts. Credit card A, $3,000 at 22% interest. Minimum payment, $60 a month. Credit card B, $5,000 at 17% interest. Minimum payment, $100 a month. A car loan, $8,000 at 7% interest. Minimum payment, $160 a month. A student loan, $12,000 at 5% interest. Minimum payment, $130 a month. Total debt, $28,000. Total minimum payments, $450 a month. Alex can afford to put $650 a month toward debt. That's $200 extra on top of the minimums every single month. Same person, same income, same $200 of extra payment. The only difference is which debt gets attacked first. Let's see what happens. Method 1. The debt avalanche. The avalanche is mathematically simple. List all your debts by interest rate, highest to lowest. Pay the minimums on everything. Then throw every single extra dollar at the highest interest rate debt first. When that debt is gone, you take everything you were paying on it, the minimum plus the extra, and roll it onto the next highest rate. The payment grows larger with each debt you eliminate, like an avalanche building mass as it moves. With the avalanche method, Alex attacks credit card A first, the 22% card. That $200 extra payment goes entirely to that card every month, while paying minimums on everything else. Credit card A is paid off in about 14 months. Then Alex rolls that freed-up payment, now $260 extra, onto credit card B at 17%. Credit card B is gone in about 18 more months. Then the car loan, then the student loan. Each time a debt disappears, that payment gets rolled forward. Total result for Alex using the avalanche. Debt-free in approximately 52 months, just over 4 years. Total interest paid, approximately $4,100. That's the avalanche. Mathematically optimal, saves the most money. But it has one real weakness, and for a lot of people, it's a significant one. Method 2. The debt snowball. The snowball ignores interest rates entirely. Instead, you list your debts by balance, smallest to largest. Pay the minimums on everything, then throw every extra dollar at the smallest balance first, regardless of what interest rate it carries. When that smallest debt is gone, you roll its payment onto the next smallest balance. The snowball gets bigger and bigger as it rolls, until it wipes out everything in its path. With the snowball method, Alex still attacks credit card A first, not because of its rate, but because it has the smallest balance at $3,000. Same $200 extra per month. Credit card A is paid off in roughly the same 14 months. But here's the key difference. Alex gets a win. A complete, finished, closed account. That psychological boost is real, and research consistently shows it keeps people on track when the process gets difficult. Then credit card B, then the car loan, then the student loan. Total result for Alex using the snowball. Debt-free in approximately 54 months, about 2 months longer than the avalanche. Total interest paid, approximately $5,500. That's $1,400 more in interest compared to the avalanche method. Same debt, same income. $1,400 difference, purely from the order of payments. So which method wins? The Avalanche saves Alex $1,400 and finishes 2 months faster. On paper, it wins every single time. But here's the uncomfortable truth. The best debt payoff strategy is the one you actually stick with all the way to zero. The Avalanche is mathematically superior. There's no debate about that. But if you need a quick win to stay motivated, if seeing a zero balance on a closed account keeps you going through the hard months, the Snowball might actually save you more money in the long run, simply because you don't quit halfway through. A strategy abandoned in month 8 costs you infinitely more than $1,400. Studies on debt payoff behavior consistently show that people who use the Snowball method are more likely to successfully eliminate all their debt. The math says Avalanche. Human psychology often says Snowball. So how do you choose? Choose the Avalanche method if you are motivated by data and numbers. If watching your total interest charges drop each month keeps you engaged. If the math alone is enough to keep you committed for 4+ years, and especially if your highest rate debt also has a relatively small balance, because you'll get your first win quickly anyway. Choose the Snowball method if you've tried to pay off debt before and lost momentum somewhere in the middle. If you need to see visible progress fast to stay in the game. If your highest rate debt has a massive balance that would take years to clear before you see a single win. There's also a hybrid approach that works well for many people. Look at your list and find debts where the smallest balance and the highest interest rate overlap. Attack those first. You get the mathematical win and the psychological win simultaneously. For most people with typical debt profiles, this is the sweet spot. Whichever method you choose, 3 rules apply to both. No exceptions. Rule 1. Stop adding to the debt. If you're paying down a credit card while still using it regularly, you're running on a treadmill. Cut up the card, freeze it, or lock it away. The balance has to go in one direction only, down. Rule 2. Automate every payment. Set up automatic payments for at least the minimum on every account. Never miss a due date. Late fees and penalty interest rates will undo weeks of hard progress in a single month. Rule 3. Don't stop when it gets hard. The middle of a debt payoff plan is almost always the hardest part. The early wins are gone, the end feels far away, and life keeps throwing expenses at you. That feeling is completely normal. Every single person going through this feels it. Keep going anyway. Avalanche or Snowball, both work. Both get you to zero. The Avalanche saves you more money. The Snowball builds momentum that keeps you going. Pick the one that matches how your brain actually works, and then commit to it completely. Debt-free isn't a dream. It's a strategy. And now you have 2 proven methods to get there. Subscribe to WealthVault for a new video every week. Next up, the FIRE movement, how ordinary people retire years or even decades early, and what they don't tell you in the highlight reels. That video is right here. See you there.